Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to another Tumbler tutorial. Before we get into today's video, I do have a couple announcements to make. First, I want to shamelessly plug my Patreon group, MBMM Elite. It's the beginning of the month, so now is the best time to join to make sure you get the full month of benefits. In the group, I offer a whole bunch of benefits. We do a monthly challenge every single month. I offer free SVGs, weekly live tutorials along with a bonus live, an exclusive tutorial every single month, and a whole bunch more. So if you would like to join the fam and join in on the fun, you can go to patreon.com/MBMMElite. The link is also down below in the description box. We have a ton of fun in there, and so yeah, I would really love to have you. The next announcement I have is something very, very exciting, and it's something I've wanted to do for a really, really long time. I've been talking about it forever, it feels like, but I'm going to be starting a second YouTube channel. My first video will be uploaded next week. It's going to be more of a super laid back, easygoing kind of lifestyle channel. It's called Making Mal, and the link is down below in the description box if you are interested in following along and you want to see any non-Tumbler content from me. I'm planning on doing some beauty stuff, some style stuff, health and fitness, other DIYs, home decor, just kind of all of the things, basically. I just want to be able to create videos that are very entertaining and fun to watch. So I'll be doing all of that on the second channel. And that means that I'm going to be going down on this channel to 2 videos a week, back to what I was doing a few months ago. So I'll still upload on this channel every Tuesday and Saturday. And then my Thursday upload will be moving to the new channel. So I'll still be uploading 3 videos a week, but one of those videos will be on the new channel. So again, if you're interested in subscribing to that, the link is down below in the description box. I'm really, really excited for this new journey. I'm also a little nervous, but I'm definitely more excited than nervous. So those are the announcements I had. Now let's get into today's video. This is a super simple, perfect for beginners spring tumbler. We're going to use some patterned vinyl from Gracefully Created and a custom glitter mix, and also a new SVG from the Lettered by Stephanie SVG Club. I've got all of that stuff linked down below as well, of course. But yeah, this is a super simple, kind of shabby chic spring tumbler design, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. So I hope that it inspires you to create one of your very own. And as always, if you ever need anything or have any questions for me, feel free to ask down below in the comments. I'm pretty active down there. I try to respond to everybody, so don't ever hesitate to ask any questions that you have. Okay, I think that's it. I really hope you liked the video. Let's go. We're using a 30-ounce skinny for this design, one of my absolute favorite sizes and styles from Craft Haven. And we're also going to be using this floral pattern vinyl sheet from Gracefully Created. I'm going to start out by measuring my cup from top to bottom so I can find the middle point and place my tape down there. We're going to do a split with a little stripe in the middle, so I want to find the just about halfway point so I can mark off where I'm going to end my vinyl line. So now I'm taking some blue painter's tape and I'm taping on top of the dot that I placed so that I can use this tape as a guide for placing my vinyl down. So I'm really taking the extra time to make sure this is straight. I had to put this tape on like 4 or 5 times because I could not get it to lie straight. It was always slanted or wonky somehow, so it took me a long time. Once I had it down the right way though, and everything was straight, I measured my vinyl on the cup and then I trimmed off any excess. You can see I left a little tiny bit, maybe about a ½ inch-ish of excess to wrap down over that bottom rim so we have a seamless finish down there. And then I'm going to take the straight edge of the vinyl, so the side I did not cut, and I'm going to line that right up against that bottom edge of my tape to ensure that I get this on as straight as possible. So I'm taking another small little piece of painter's tape here and securing one piece of the vinyl down and then just wrapping it around to make sure that I've got everything on straight. So I had everything on my cup and I was starting to lay everything down, like actually taking the backing off, and I realized that my vinyl wasn't quite lined up perfectly, so I ended up taking it off. I cut off about 1.5 inches of the backing from the vinyl, and now I'm going to use this entire section, that little sliver I cut off, as my adherent to make sure that this really is on straight. So close call there. We weren't perfect, but now I'm gonna fix it. So you can see I put the bottom piece down first, and now I'm laying the piece down that has the adhesive exposed, and I'm gonna release that bottom piece and then lie down the piece of vinyl that doesn't have backing on it. Hopefully that makes sense. So now I can really wrap it around and test and make sure that we're on the right track. Having a little bit more of that vinyl laid down usually helps ensure things are straight. So that fixed the problem, and now I'm going to slowly smooth the vinyl onto my cup, pushing the backing off in the process, just making sure I don't have any bubbles or any lifting, or that, you know, the vinyl isn't veering away from the tape or up onto the tape. So I'm taking this really, really slow. I didn't speed up this footage. I wanted you to see how slow I'm taking it. And then once I get to the place where my vinyl is going to go over my tape, I make sure to remove my tape. Try to remember that. I seem to always forget, and then I have to pull up my vinyl and remove the tape. So you can do that if you forget, especially with this gracefully created vinyl. It is removable, so you can lift it off and reposition it if you need to. So once my seams meet up, I'm going to take my craft knife and just trim off any excess. And for this, I didn't really worry about cutting down in a straight line because this is such a busy floral pattern. You have a little bit of leeway there in your cutting because the pattern most likely isn't going to line up perfectly anyway, and you really won't end up seeing the seam at all in the end. So I did lift this up a little bit just to get it to lie a little bit smoother down, and then I ended up cutting off a little bit more excess down at the seam as well. And once that was finished, I finished off the bottom of my cup. I'm pulling that excess vinyl down over that top bottom rim and pulling it really, really tightly, and then cutting off any excess. So we have a nice seamless finish from the sides of the cup down onto the bottom of the cup. So I removed that piece of tape we had down initially, and I laid down a piece of tape that was a little bit thinner. I want this middle stripe to be about 1 inch. So if you have the smaller piece of tape, you can use this from the very beginning. I just looked at it and realized I wanted that middle stripe just to be a little bit smaller, so I switched out my tape sizes. Once I had that down, I went in with the paint for my top half of my cup. I'm using Hydrangea Pink from Ceramcoat. It's just regular acrylic paint. I got it at Hobby Lobby, but it provides really, really good coverage. I usually only have to do between 1 and 2 coats of this paint. So this first coat, I'm going to go in with just the paint by itself, trying to get a really even, smooth coat on here. And this paint dries pretty fast, so once I had it on there, I let it sit maybe between like 10-15 minutes, and I was ready to go in with my second coat. So for the second coat, I'm adding a little bit of the acrylic paint and some Crystal glitter glue into a medicine cup and mixing those together, and I'm going to use this as the adhesive for my glitter. For the glitter, we're going to use this custom mix that I put together, and it's got 3 glitters in it. We're going to use Chandelier from Peachy Olive Glitters, Pink Panther from PDB, and then finally Serafina, also from PDB. And I just put equal parts of each of those into a cup and mixed it together, and that's what we ended up with. So now I'm going to add this paint and glitter glue mixture onto my cup and then add my glitter. This glitter is like the perfect kind of pastel spring pink. It really makes me think of like Shabby Chic vibes. I really like Shabby Chic decor, so it made me think of that. So once I had really good coverage on that, I set my cup aside, removed my tape first, and then I let everything dry for at least 2 hours. And once it was dry, I went in and sealed that top portion of glitter with the Crystal glitter glue so that now I can go in and paint that middle stripe section. So I'm going to use kind of a sage green paint color. This one is FolkArt. I also got it at Hobby Lobby. And the glitter we're going to use is Meditation from PDB. It's a really pretty chunky kind of olive green color. So I'm using some painter's tape to tape off that middle section, and I'm going to do the same thing basically that I did with the pink. I'm going to go in with just the paint by itself first, let that dry with the help of my heat gun because I am impatient. And so once that was dry, I squeezed a little bit of the glitter glue and then took a little bit of paint on my brush, and I'm just going to mix those together on the cup. Why waste a medicine cup when you can just mix it right there on your cup, right? So I'm going to smooth this onto my cup, make sure that my coat of this is even and smooth and that it's not gloopy or anything anywhere. And once I've got that on there, I'm going to go in with my green glitter, Meditation is such a beautiful glitter color. I feel like people don't use it that much, or that it's kind of underrated. I don't know. I think it's really, really beautiful. I'm definitely going to be using it more often now. So once I had that glitter applied, I went in and removed all of my tape, and I'm going to set this aside and let it dry for, you guessed it, 2 hours. And then I'm going to do the same thing I did with the pink glitter. I'm going to seal it with the Crystal glitter glue before we go in with epoxy, because I really want to minimize any glitter movement. I don't want too much glitter to find its way down onto that floral section. So I let that layer dry for at least 2 hours, and then I was ready for my first coats of epoxy. So for this very first coat, I'm starting my epoxy down at the vinyl section. I'm going to cover that first before I go up and cover the glitter section. And once this coat was all cured, I went in with a second coat of about the same amount, maybe between 20 and 25 milliliters. And then I did all of my sanding. I'm using the Artistry Epoxy Fast Set Epoxy, so I was able to do both of those coats and my sanding in the same day, which is amazing. So now I'm ready to go in and do all of my decal work. First, I'm starting with the striping to go around this middle green glitter section. I'm using my absolute favorite vinyl ever. This is Champagne Gold Textured Metallic from TECKWRAP Craft. And I cut these stripes at 11.5 inches long, like always, and 0.1 inches wide. So they're pretty thin, and I'm just really taking my time applying these, trying to get them straight. I really don't want any wonky stripes around here. I'm going to trim off the excess with my craft knife. By the way, I made sure to start these stripes at the back of my cup where my vinyl seam is, so that all of our seams end up on the same side. And now to go in with my decal. Like I mentioned in the intro, this is a brand new decal that I got from the Lettered by Stephanie SVG Club. She has a great membership where you get new SVGs every single month. They're exclusive to the group. And in April, she gave over 40 SVGs for the SVG Club. So there is a link down below in the description box if you are interested in signing up. It is absolutely well worth the price every single month. So this quote in particular says, "In a world where you can be anything, be kind." And it is a layered SVG, so it does come with a just like single color one, but it also comes with this one that's super colorful. So I just kind of matched my vinyl colors to the colors we had going on in our design already. I'm using the 001 series vinyl from TECKWRAP Craft. It's a matte finish, and it comes in all of these really beautiful colors. So I just picked some dark greens, a light green, some light pinks. And as you can see here, I'm just layering each element onto the cup directly. You could also, if you wanted to, cut this out as like a PNG and use printable vinyl, or you could even cut it out of water slide and then just apply the one piece. I just really like the layered vinyl look. I like the way it looks in the very end. So once I've got this on here, I'm ready to move down and finish the bottom of my cup. Using the same pattern vinyl, I cut out a circle that was 2.75 inches in diameter, and I'm going to apply that right to the bottom of my cup, and then just go around the cup and push out any bubbles and make sure that this is down smooth. And this is going to give us a really nice seamless finish from the sides of the cup all the way down to the bottom, so everything is nice and flush. Once I had that on, I did add a layer of Quick Coat from CC DIY to my cup to seal all of my vinyl down. And now I'm going in with my final coats of epoxy. I did 2 final coats of epoxy, and once those were cured, this cup is all finished. So that is it for this tutorial. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give it a big ol' thumbs up down below. And if you are not already subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button while you're down there. I upload brand new videos every single week. And like I said, I will be going back down to 2 videos a week on this channel every Tuesday and Saturday. And I will be uploading new videos every week on Thursday to my new channel, Making Mal. So again, if you're interested in following along over there, the link will be down below in the description box. And again, I will also have the link for my Patreon group listed down in the description box. So if you would like to join the fam and join in on the fun, I would absolutely love to have you. You can go to patreon.com/MBMM Elite to learn more about the benefits and sign up. Thank you guys so much for watching my videos every single week. It really means the world to me, and I absolutely love creating these tutorials for you. So I am glad that you enjoy them. I will see you in my next video very soon. Okay, love you. Bye.